Namaskaram students. We have already discussed metallurgical process in previous video. That metallurgical process, it consists of three processes. One is concentration of ore, second one is extraction of crude metal, third one is refining of crude metal. In previous video we have discussed concentration of ore. In this video we are going to discuss about the extraction of crude metal. Let us start the extraction of crude metal. In the extraction of crude metal, there is two process. First of all, the ore is converted into metal oxide, that is first process. The converted metal oxide is again converted into metal, that is second process. So, extraction of crude metal means it contains two processes. The conversion of ore into metal oxide, it consists of two processes. One is roasting, another one is calcination. In the roasting process, the concentrated ore means the impurities removed ore, earthy impurities removed ore is called as concentrated ore. That concentrated ore is heated with the excess of oxygen below the melting point of the metal. That process is called as roasting. So roasting is nothing but in presence of oxygen we are going to heat the concentrated ore. Then in the calcination process means here also we are going to use the concentrated ore, but it is heated in the absence of air or otherwise limited supply of air. Then roasting. That roasting is suitable for only for sulfide ore, but in calcination we can use the carbonate as well as hydrated ore. And third one, in roasting, that point is given as first the concentrated ore is added with the air. Air means oxygen and heated means we get the metal oxide. For that example is given lead sulfide. When it is reacted with the oxygen, excess of oxygen, it is heated means that oxygen is added with the lead, so that we get PbO, that is lead oxide, and the sulfur is reacted with the oxygen, we get sulfur dioxide. And here in calcination, for that this calcination process is suitable for carbonate ore, I told no. So that we are going to take the carbonate ore as an example. Lead carbonate, when it is heated in the absence of oxygen, so there is no oxygen given. Calcination process means even in absence of air or in limited supply of air. So here absence of air, the lead carbonate is become as lead oxide and it evolved the carbon dioxide. Please remember one thing, always the carbonate ore gives the carbon dioxide as the one of the byproduct when on heating. Okay. And fourth point, the impurities still it is having. That impurities, what type of impurities it have means arsenic, As and sulfur and phosphorus. They are become as a oxide. What type of oxide means volatile. What is the meaning of volatile means it is evaporable oxide. So the impurities easily evaporated from the ore. And in the calcination, the fourth point is given as, suppose the hydrated ore, it is suitable for carbonate ore as well as hydrated ore. No, in carbonate ore means we get the carbon dioxide gas, and in hydrated ore means it has water. That water is expelled as a water vapor on heating. For that example, aluminum oxide with 2 moles of water, the 2 moles of water is evaporated as water vapor, and then we get the aluminum oxide. So this is the difference between roasting and calcination, and this roasting and calcination is used to convert the concentrated ore into metal oxide. In the conversion of metal oxide into metal, the metal oxide, how the metal consists of oxygen. That oxygen is removed with the help of reducing agent. What is the meaning of reduction means? Removal of oxygen is called as reduction. Here we have to remove the oxygen from the metal oxide, so that we are using the reducing agent here, and we get the metal. For example, for reducing agent, carbon, CO means carbon monoxide, hydrogen, aluminum, sodium, etc. But the use of reducing agent, it is based on the nature of metal. For example, here given as the sodium, potassium, aluminum. For that metal, we can't use carbon as a reducing agent because carbon is a less reactive one when it compared with the sodium, potassium, aluminum. So it is unable to reduce the sodium oxide, potassium oxide and aluminum oxide because the carbon is a less reactive one. Then next one, carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide we can't use with the zinc oxide and aluminum oxide because this zinc oxide and aluminum oxide are stable oxide, and also the carbon monoxide is less reactive one when compared to the zinc oxide and aluminum oxide, so that it can't reduce the zinc oxide, aluminum oxide. So the usage of reducing agent is based on the nature of metal. The conversion of metal oxide into metal, it also consists of two types. One is smelting and another one is reduction. Smelting means metal oxide is used with reducing agent, and also with the help of flux also we are going to get the crude metal. What is crude metal means? It is a impure metal. So smelting is a process when the metal oxide is added with the reducing agent and flux, and it is melted with heating above the melting point. That above the melting point is called as elevated temperature. Note down, it will be asked in one word. The metal oxide is converted into metal. But in reduction process, simply we are going to use reducing agent with the metal oxide alone. Then reducing agent remove the oxygen from metal oxide, we get the crude metal. But in smelting process, along with the reducing agent, we are going to use one more substance, that is flux. So this is the difference between smelting and reduction. Let us see the definition for flux. What is flux means? It is a chemical substance. When it is added with the gangue, it is easily changed as a fusible slag. Then we can remove the slag easily. For example, calcium oxide, it is a flux. When the flux is added with the gangue means silicon dioxide, that is sand. The calcium oxide, silicon dioxide reacted together gives CaSiO3, that is calcium silicate. That calcium silicate is called as slag. Slag means nothing but it is a stone like substance. If the stone we can easily remove. Sand means it is a finely powdered one, but stone form means we can easily remove. So that what is the function of flux here means, with the help of flux we can remove the gangue particles very easily. Let us see the smelting process with the example. In extraction of iron, the iron is extracted from the ore, that is ferric oxide Fe2O3, that is metal oxide, iron containing oxygen. That oxygen is removed with the help of carbon monoxide. That carbon monoxide here acts as a reducing agent. What is the function of reducing agent? Reducing agent reduce the nearer metal oxide. So here the carbon monoxide, it takes away the oxygen from iron oxide Fe2O3, and it becomes, the carbon monoxide becomes carbon dioxide. See the product side carbon dioxide, we get the 3 moles of carbon dioxide, and Fe2O3 now becomes iron, we get the metal. And here what is the flux? Flux we are using means limestone, that is CaO. Here gangue particle is silica, that is SiO2. It is a finely powdered, that is finely particle. That finely particle we can't easily remove, but with the help of that flux, that is limestone, the limestone is reacted with the silica and gives the calcium silicate as a slag. Here the silica gangue particle is a acidic in nature. The ore particle is acidic in nature, so that the flux should be a basic in nature. Here the calcium oxide is a basic character, because why we are using this basic means the ore particle is a acidic character. Okay. For smelting we are going to see the second example. In extraction of copper from the copper pyrite is a ore. Formula for copper pyrite is CuFeS2. Here we are going to use the flux, acidic flux, because the ore is a basic one, so that the flux is a acidic one. Now The gangue particle is ferrous oxide. That ferrous oxide, how do it is converted means, first of all see the reaction. The copper pyrite, when it is reacted with the oxygen, when it is heated in the presence of oxygen, the copper becomes copper sulfide Cu2s, and iron becomes ferrous sulfide FeS, and the remaining sulfur reacted with the oxygen gives sulfur dioxide. Then we get the mixture of ferrous sulfide and copper sulfide. That mixture is called as MATI. One word they will ask, what is MATI? What is MATI means? It is a mixture of ferrous sulfide and copper sulfide. Then again that ferrous sulfide, it react with the oxygen, it gives ferrous oxide. FeO means ferrous oxide, along with that sulfur dioxide. Again that ferrous oxide is here is a gangue particle. We have to remove this gangue. Gangue means impurity. So that impurity is a basic character. The ferrous oxide is a basic character, so that we are using the flux which one having the acid character. Here the flux is SiO2. It is a acid one because the ferrous oxide gangue is a basic character. Then FeO plus SiO2 reacted together, it gives FeSiO3, that is slag. The slag is nothing but it is a stone like substance. We can easily remove this stone. The next one, still the copper now in the what stage? Cu2, yes, that is copper sulfide. That copper sulfide, when it is reacted with the oxygen, half of the copper sulfide alone changed as a copper oxide. Then remaining half of the copper sulfide, it reacted with the copper oxide, it gives copper and sulfur dioxide. Now here we are using only flux along with the ore. There is no reducing agent. Then where is the reducing agent? How do we get the copper? The reducing agent is nothing but the half of the copper sulfide is reduced as a copper oxide. That copper oxide here acts as a reducing agent, and it change the remaining copper sulfide as a copper. Okay, ma? Now we get the, at last we get the copper, but the copper is a molten copper. The metallic copper is a molten copper. Still it has the gases inside the molten copper. That gases when evolved, what gases it has means sulfur dioxide gas. When the sulfur dioxide gas evolved, then it leaves some holes, so that the molten copper now becomes a blistered copper. What is blister means? It has some holes. Why the holes are created means, because the sulfur dioxide gas, when it is evolved through the molten copper, it leaves some holes. That holes copper is called as blistered copper. The one word they will ask, what is the MATI and then blistered copper. So note it down. Okay. What is MATI means? It is a mixture of ferrous sulfide and copper sulfide. And what is blister copper means? The molten copper, when it is solidified, the evaluation of sulfur dioxide, it will form some blistered appearance. That copper is called as blistered copper. So far we discussed about the smelting process with the two examples. Now we are going to discuss about the reduction process, reduction by carbon. So carbon in the form of coke or coal we are going to use with the metal oxide. The metal oxide containing oxygen, that oxygen is removed with the help of carbon, and carbon becomes carbon monoxide, and metal becomes impure metal. Okay, that is called as crude metal. And this process is applied only for which one becomes which one not formed as a carbide. The underlined word, you see that this process is applied to the metal, that metal do not form the carbide with the carbon. Some metal will form a carbide, that metal cannot be used with the carbon. Okay. For that, here example is given, zinc oxide, when it react with the coke or coal, the oxygen is taken away by carbon, and carbon now becomes carbon monoxide, and zinc oxide becomes zinc, that is metal form. And Mn3O4, that is manganese oxide, when it react with the carbon taken away the oxygen from manganese oxide, and that manganese oxide now becomes manganese metal. and carbon becomes carbon monoxide. The same way chromic oxide, when it is reacted with the carbon taken away the oxygen as a carbon monoxide, and chromic oxide becomes a chromium impure metal. Okay. The next reduction is by hydrogen. When the metal oxide is reacted with the hydrogen, the metal oxide, the oxygen is taken out by hydrogen so that it forms as a water, and metal oxide becomes a metal. For that, here example is given as silver oxide and iron oxide. See the example more. And here this one, which one having less electropositive character than hydrogen, that metal oxide only reacted with the hydrogen. Okay. The next one, nickel oxide. The nickel oxide reduced to nickel with the help of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The mixture of hydrogen and carbon monoxide is called as water gas. See the example. The nickel oxide, when it is reacted with the carbon monoxide and hydrogen, carbon monoxide taken away the oxygen so that it is become as a carbon dioxide. The same way hydrogen also reacted with the oxygen, it gives water. Let us see the reduction by metal. The process name is aluminothermic process. In this aluminothermic process, the aluminium metal is used to reduce the chromic oxide. First of all, in aluminothermic process, the chromic oxide is mixed with the aluminum powder. It is placed in the fire clay crucible, and then one ignition mixture. It is given in bracket ma. See that ignition mixture is magnesium and barium oxide. The magnesium and barium peroxide, not barium oxide, barium peroxide, BaO2 is called as barium peroxide. When it is reacted with the magnesium, it gives barium oxide and magnesium oxide. And this here the large amount of heat is evolved with the help of this ignition mixture. How many amount of energy is evolved means 2400 degrees Celsius is evolved. This is used to reduce the chromic oxide by aluminum powder. Now see the Cr2O3, that is chromic oxide. That chromic oxide is reacted with the aluminum metal. That aluminum metal taken away the oxygen, and chromic oxide becomes chromium metal, and aluminum is becomes aluminum oxide. So that I given there one type of metal oxide is reacted with another type of metal. That another type of metal becomes metal oxide, and the first type of metal oxide is becomes now metal. Okay, this is the reduction by metal, and this question will be asked as a aluminothermic process ma. So fully you have to study. In aluminothermic process, one ignition mixture we are going to use. That ignition mixture is, what is ignition mixture means? Magnesium and barium peroxide. Okay, that ignition mixture why we are using means, this ignition mixture gives large amount of heat. That heat is used in the reduction process. The same way some other example is given there. B2O3, that is boron oxide, when it is reacted with the sodium metal, the sodium taken away the oxygen from boron oxide, then boron oxide becomes boron, and now the sodium is becomes sodium oxide. And rubidium oxide is reacted with the magnesium, it gives rubidium, and magnesium becomes magnesium oxide. And titanium oxide also reacted with the magnesium, it gives titanium, and magnesium becomes magnesium oxide. Thorium oxide, it is reacted with the calcium, then thorium oxide becomes thorium, and calcium taken away the oxygen, and it becomes a calcium oxide. So this is the reduction by metal. The last thing is auto reduction. Auto reduction means it never use the reducing agent. No other reducing agent is used for this auto reduction. This is the simple roasting. Roasting means in the presence of oxygen only we are going to heat is going to be given. That is called as roasting. Here see the example, cinnabar. Cinnabar means nothing but mercury sulfide, that is the ore of mercury. That mercury sulfide is reacted with the oxygen. That is roasting process means we are going to heat in the presence of oxygen. Then the mercury sulfide is become as mercury, and sulfur reacted with the oxygen, it gives sulfur dioxide. So this is called as auto reduction. Now they evaluate. In this evaluate, they asked that magnesium carbonate. is calcined to obtain the magnesia, which is used to make refractory bricks. The magnesia used in the refractory bricks. They asked to write the decomposition reaction alone, so that the reaction alone I gave here. The magnesium carbonate formula MgCO3. I have already told you the carbonate form is always on heating gives carbon dioxide gas as a one of the product. So the carbon dioxide is one product and remaining product is magnesium oxide. This is the decomposition of magnesium carbonate. The magnesium carbonate another name is magnesite, and through that we are getting magnesia. Magnesia means MgO, that is used in the making of refractory bricks. Uh, Now in this video we have discussed about the extraction of crude metal. Crude metal means nothing but it is a impure metal. First of all, we have learned the concentration process. What is concentration means? Removal of NT impurities from ore, and now the ore is now become as a metal oxide. Again the metal oxide changed as a impure metal. The next video we are going to see the refining of metal. Till that, now thank you students.